Hello, welcome back. Hello, guys. Welcome. We are back. We are back, not with The Sims 4. We are back maybe with a competitor to The Sims 4, but we are back. We're going to look at this new game that everybody's talking about. This is a game created by a company called KRAFTON, and well, the game is called inZOI. inZOI. And what I thought I'd do, I just ran across this video today. I've been watching as much information online as possible. Let the planes go by. Okay. And so I've run across another video today. We're just going to jump right in. They are doing an interview, and we're going to read along because I have my captions on so that we can understand what is happening. But I thought this would be a good video to share with you guys. So let me know if you enjoy it. So here, I'm just going to read. I know you can read the captions, but I like to be read too. So if you're anything like me, enjoy. Get it? Enjoy, inZOI. All right, so here we go. What do you think about the inZOI? And I will have to pause every now and again because I am not that fast of a reader. I like to look at the scene. My kids laugh at me all the time because I can't watch subtitles in a movie without missing something. My eyes can't be everywhere because I like to take in details. So I'm the last one to want to watch a movie that has subtitles, but we're gonna try and do our best here. All right, so what you're seeing is an interview being done with the game developer, the producer, if you will, and we will be introduced to him in just a moment. I think it will succeed, she says, about the game inZOI. Really? Are you serious? I just got nervous. So this gentleman here with the sweater, he is the game developer. Among the reactions to inZOI, many refer to it as K-Sims. Any of you know about K-pop, then I'm sure you understand the reference. It's not a bad place to be compared or referred to as K-Sims. So it says if we do it like this, it could cause controversy. So please edit this part. That's funny. That's funny. We don't want controversy for this game, guys. No controversy. Okay, so I might accidentally pronounce the names wrong, and I mean no disrespect, or if anything, I'll embarrass myself trying to pronounce something I'm not familiar with. So I'm not going to try. You guys can see the name there. I had a car that I can assume the sounding started like this, but I don't want to pronounce this wrong. So let's just continue here. Okay, here we go. Now, I guess the company doing this interview is called Leak. I've never heard of them before, so. Okay. Jinsu, we have a special guest on today's Leak. Love the name of their channel, by the way. So cool. We've invited the producer of the game currently in development. I'd like to introduce the producer. I'm going to just say Mr. Kim, who's developing our game inZOI. Which many of you are curious about. Please introduce yourself. I've been in the game developing industry for about 20 years now, and I've worked in the game industry for a very long time. Nevertheless, my name is Mr. Kim, who is known as the PD that ventured into this genre for the first time with the inZOI.
네, 김형준 PD라고.
Nice to meet you.
네.
반갑습니다.
Yeah.
저는 이제 되게
I came because I heard it's a very comfortable. I already missed it. See, I came because I heard it's a very comfortable table.
편하다고 해서 왔는데 정말 이렇게 불편한.
But I wouldn't have come if I had known it would be this uncomfortable.
정말 안 오고 싶었어요, 진짜. 저 정말 회의실에서.
I really thought it would be like having a smartphone on in a meeting room. It's quite uncomfortable.
스마트폰 켜놓고 하는 줄 알았어요. 근데 엄청 불편한데요.
지금 개발하고
Redacted. All right, you are currently in charge of the inZOI project.
인조이 프로젝트 이제 담당하시게 되셨는데
네.
Could you give us a brief introduction to the project?
소개해 주실 수 있으실까요?
장르로 하면
In terms of genre, it's a life simulation game.
게임에 속합니다. 보통 이제 이렇게 들어도 잘 모르시잖아요, 그죠? 이게 뭐냐면
Usually, you wouldn't even notice it, right?
근데 지금 여기 화면에 보이신 저 고양이가
The cat you see on the screen right now is the boss of the company.
아,
예, 이제 사용자가 사실은
The user is actually an
그
employee,
직원인데 이제 신참 직원으로
and the setting is that they have come to work as a new employee at the company. So that person is you. That person is you. Heritage, hello, welcome. So it's a Korean influenced version of a Sims 4-like game. Yes, it is a Korean created game based on, I believe, a city called Seoul in Korea. And I think that when you get into the map, you will get 2 cities to play in. One is based on LA and one is based on Seoul. But yes, it is being developed by a Korean game company. And it is a life simulation game like The Sims, correct. And I am super excited about it, which is why this is my second interview, or should I say second video on it. I'm hoping that everyone else enjoys it and I will do more videos. If you do, definitely say so in the comments. I'm going to post this on YouTube. So sorry for the planes, guys. But yes, let's jump back into the interview, and I'm so happy to have you here, Heritage. Hope you're having a good day. And we have some exciting times ahead of us because there's a lot of life simulator games coming out right now. All right, so like I said, apparently the cat is your boss when you load into the game, and you are the new employee that's coming to work.
제가 회사의 상사예요.
아,
예, 이제 사용자가 사실은 이제 직원인데
The user is actually you, and the setting is that they have come to work as a new employee at the company.
회사를 이제 출근한 거고 저 상사분
The boss is lying down like that and monitoring you.
누워서 이제 눈을 마주치면서 저를 감시하고 있는 거예요. 그래서 제가 이제 저 컴퓨터라는
The boss uses equipment like that computer to control the people in the town.
플레이 해보신 그 마을에 있는 사람들을 갖다가 이제 조종하는 거예요. 이제 그 사람들이 어떤
It's a game where you control their thoughts
이제 행동,
and
뭐 이런 거
actions.
선택해 주는 게임. 그래서 이제 하나의 마을에 살고 있는 이제 저희는
We call the people living in the same town ZOI.
사람들을 조이라고 부르거든요. 그냥 급하게 조이.
We just came up with the name ZOI.
조이들이 이제 어떻게 살아갈지를 이제
We are employees with the role of determining how ZOIs will live their lives.
역할을 하는 직원이에요. 네, 그래서 이제 그런 게임입니다. 그래서 뭐
Is that kind of game? A game about experiencing life.
약간 아바타를 통해서 체험.
A game where you live a projected life through an avatar.
보는 게임이에요.
그래서 인조이.
Ah, that's why it's called ZOI. It has a dual meaning, you see. I like the way she breaks this down right here.
즐기다 인조이도
네,
되고
맞습니다.
조이들이
네.
있는 인조이.
네.
It can be called enjoy for having fun. inZOI, enjoy for having fun. inZOI for having ZOIs inside. So inZOI.
맞습니다.
안 그래도 저 고양
Moreover, there have been a lot of responses mentioning how cute that cat
고양이가
is.
귀엽다고. 그
I thought the
많이
cat was cute too.
고양이의 이름이
And I don't even like cats too much. So there's probably 2 cats that I really like. One is owned by my daughter, and I like the cat because that cat acts like a dog. He wants to be petted, and he's just really responsive. And that's not something I'm used to with cats growing up. That's not what cats were like. So that cat I like, and there's a cat that I like. The characteristics of it. It's called a exotic short hair. Cutest little pudgy face. Very cute, very cute. Anyway, let's get back to it. Does the cat have a name?
있나요?
고양이 이름이 있어요.
네.
고양이
Yes,
이름이-
the cat has a name. Its name is, I hope I pronounced this right. I think it's called Psyket. Psyket. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right.
푸시캣이거든요.
푸시캣.
네.
아,
Pussycat? I think he just pronounced it Pussycat, but I could be wrong.
고양이 이름이 있어요.
네.
고양이 이름이 푸시캣이거든요.
푸시캣.
네.
아,
그러니까 뭐
Pussycat.
그것도 의미가 좀 있는데
Yes, it has a meaning as well. Pussycat is, well,
푸시캣이 잘
yes.
떠오르지 말아요.
I can't seem to recall it. Okay, so he told her to Google it because he couldn't remember what the meaning of the cat's name was.
네 맞아요.
네.
거기에 나오는
사용한.
That's funny.
구글링 해줘요. 빨리.
Quickly do a Google search.
당황했잖아요. 이거 지금.
I was flustered, you know? I was already nervous.
아마 앞에 인트로 영상이 이제 뭐냐면 이제
If you watch the front part of the intro video,
선생님분이
you will see a message that the job seeker has found employment.
막 하다가
So again, we the player are the job seeker. You come in as the job seeker.
이제 취업이 됐다는 이제 메시지가 오는 거예요. 그 영상이.
아.
저 회사를 찾아가는데 이제
She's just about to visit the company and presses the elevator
회사에
button.
이제 엘리베이터를 이렇게 막 누르잖아요. 그때 이제 엘리베이터를 이제 눌렀더니 이제
If you look closely, at that moment, they press the button for the
201층을 이렇게 누르는
201st floor.
거예요. 인조이 Z자가 이제 저희가 201로 이렇게
That's how inZOI symbolically represents ZOI as 201. I thought that was really cool that they put lore right at the beginning of the game. So ZOI is actually 201 or vice versa. They put their name into the game. So there's a hidden story right there, right off the bat.
풀어주시는 거 아닌가?
Isn't that revealing too
좀
much?
높은 이제 고층 건물.
It's a company located in an extremely tall skyscraper.
그래서 맨 마지막에 이제 영상
So if you look at the very end of the video, you will see that it's an office floating in the sky.
이제 하늘에 떠 있는 이제 이게 사무실인 거예요.
아.
사실은
그래서
원래는
이렇게 구름이.
That's why there are clouds.
실제로 이 게임이 이제 신처럼
Given the concept of actually playing by controlling a multitude of ZOIs like
이제
gods.
조이들을 조종하면서 이제 플레이를 해나가는 거다 보니까 이제 설정상으로는 원래
In this setting, we are originally a god.
팀입니다.
사실 말씀 주시기 전까지는 그 영상이 그런
근데 모르셨죠?
네.
Actually, I have no idea that there was such a meaning in the video until you mention it now.
컨셉이 있다.
I didn't either. I didn't think anything about it when I first saw the trailer. Just a refreshing video.
어머
네.
고양이 귀여워.
Oh my, the cat is cute. I had only seen it with a somewhat different feeling.
네, 이런 느낌으로만 봤었는데
네.
다시 한번 보면 또
I can see that there is such a meaning when I watch it again.
이런 의미가 있구나.
So we'll watch the trailer again when this is all over, and now you'll know that the cat basically is your boss. And that's something. Some people might think their cat is their boss already, so.
있겠네요.
맞아요.
네.
그 진수님도 플레이 해보셨죠?
아 물론
So she asks, have you played it? And he says, of course I've played it.
뭐를 체험해.
What kind of job have you played? I chose to be an idol.
그래서 저는 아이돌.
저는 일단은 게임
I initially went into the game
들어가서 뭘
and was exploring what to do.
직업들을 좀 찾아보다가 직업이 되게 많더라고요.
And there were so many different jobs. There were firefighters, cashiers,
캐셔도 있었고 거기 이제 아이돌 되는 게 있어.
and even the option to become an idol.
근데 어떻게 해봐
I thought I should try something I haven't done
그런 걸
before.
해봐야 되지 않을까 해서 아이돌을 한번 해봤었거든요.
저희 크래프톤의 아이돌이
So I gave being an idol a try.
갑자기
Oh, wait. What did she say? You're an idol at KRAFTON, right?
갑자기요?
All of a sudden, like this, he now, well, it might be controversial. Okay.
이거 이렇게 하면 약간 논란
Like this now, it could become controversial. Please edit this out. This is funny.
들어주세요.
Nobody wants to get sued by K-pop. Is that what they're talking about?
이렇게 이제
논란이 있었으니까.
네.
지희님은 어떤 거?
What kind of job did you try out, Jen?
저도 아이돌 했습니다.
I also tried out being an idol, and I chose to be a male. Oh, that's interesting. Anytime I play a life simulation game, I always choose to play as a female. So that's interesting that she chose to play as a male.
그리고 저는 남성을 선택을 했어요.
I wonder how many other people do that. How many of you in the comments let me know if you play as yourself or as your own gender, or are you one who likes to switch and be the opposite? All right, so it says because I lived as a woman in my current life,
왜냐면 저 현생에서는 여자로 살아봤으니까 한 번쯤
I thought it might be interesting to live as a man for once. Okay.
여자로 살고 싶다라는 좀 생각이 있어서
거기까지 생각 못 하고.
네.
I hadn't thought that far, but since I'm a man, I thought I should try a male character.
남자니까 남자를 해봐야지 해서 했었는데.
약간 고리타분하시네요.
You're a bit old-fashioned, she says. Now again, I'm gonna just refer to him as Mr. Kim because I don't want to say his name wrong. Let's see. Of course, if I were to try to pronounce this, I had a Hyundai. Yeah, a Hyundai, not a Honda, a Hyundai. But I don't know if you would pronounce this Hunjin. So I'm just gonna call him Mr. Kim. Okay, so of course, Hunjin, I did it anyway. Of course, Mr. Kim, you've played it too, haven't you?
플레이 해보셨죠?
그렇죠. 저는 엄청 많이 했죠.
Yes, I've played it a lot.
뭘로 하셨어요?
What kind of job did you choose?
저는 이제
I tried being a convenience store employee,
이걸 했어요.
편의점 캐셔.
예,
a
그렇죠.
convenience store cashier. Because just like trying your hand at cooking instant noodles,
왜냐면 이제 거기
there.
이제 저희 뭐 라면 끓여 먹는 거 해보신 것처럼
네.
라면이랑 의상.
our team actually did 3D scans of everything,
정말 이걸 다
including things like ramen and clothing.
의상도
Wow.
마찬가지거든요. 의상도
As for the outfits,
옷 입은 의상을 갖다
the coordinator sets the outfits and customizes them. And then we created all of that using 3D scanning. That's probably how they got this game up in 1 year, because I think they said they've been working on this game for 1 year. So they just 3D scanned everything, I guess.
이게 왜냐면 이제 저희가 지금
Usually when we make games, we make virtual worlds.
항상 이제 가상의 세계를 만들었잖아요. 뭐 RPG를 만든다. 그러면 이제
If we say we're making an RPG game,
우리가 아직 경험해보지
we are making RPG games, we make medieval games and dungeons that we've never experienced.
저는 그
Actually, the hardest part for me when I was making inZOI, was that
정말 힘들었던 게 이제 인조이 만들 때는 이제
I was making the world as we know it.
우리가 알고 있는 세상을 만들다 보니까 아 이걸 내가 막
If I create this incorrectly or with my own imagination,
그 사용자분들 실망하겠다 싶더라고요.
the user might be disappointed. So I reached out to many experts in various fields.
그래서 이제 모션도 다
We use the motions of professionals,
실제로 의상도
and costumes were also selected by the coordinators.
그럼 거기 뭐 도시나
How was the city view made?
차량 이런 것들은 혹시 어떻게 해요?
아 그거는 이제 도시는 이제 저희가
The city was first made based on aerial maps.
이제 그 항공
On an aerial map. Okay. So this is how it originally was looking, coming together.
이제 그다음에 그걸 그대로 만들면 또
You
안 돼요.
can't make it exactly like that. So we redid it again.
제가 좀 또
그쵸.
고치고 뭐 이렇게 해서 완성을 한 거예요.
Oh lordy, that went too fast. We redid it again.
뭐 이렇게 해서 완성을 한
That's how we completed it. Okay. There were so many expressions on the face. I was so surprised.
진짜 너무 놀라웠어요.
일단 게임 초반에 시작할
At the beginning of the game,
나의 아바타를 만들고 패션 고르는 데만
it took me 30 minutes to create my Zoe and choose my fashion. Oh my gosh, he was fast. I have never gotten out of a creative character mode in 30 minutes. And then this game has so much detail. You can tweak every little bit of this. I love it. I don't know how he got in and out of there in 30 minutes. There's no way. I could tell you I'll probably be in here for like an hour, 2 hours.
30분까지 걸리더라고요. 이게 옷이 너무 많으니까
There are so many outfits. So we have to give you a good tip. Yes, it's very detailed, Heritage. I hope they show more, but I'm going to come back and do more videos later because I've watched a lot, other people who had the game, and they all show off something different. And some of them go into very good detail on everything that you can tweak in the game. So I'll come back and do another video later. All right, so it says, so we have to give you a good tip.
그래야 되는데 이따가 말하려고 했는데.
It went too fast. Sorry, guys. I was going to tell you
이따가
later.
말하려고 했는데.
이따가
What is that? Just tell us, he says.
빨리 하세요 지금. 빨리 하세요.
그 지스타 옷이
If you come to G-Star, you can experience it for up to 10 minutes to an hour. Oh, is she promoting the game? They have an opportunity for them to come to G-Star, wherever that is. I don't know G-Star, and you can play the game for up to an hour.
하시는 분들은 10분에서 1시간까지 체험이 가능해서 이렇게 옷 고르다가
So if you take 30 minutes to choose an outfit,
그쵸 돌아다닐 수가 없죠.
you won't be able to play the game properly. So you have to choose an outfit
게임
quickly.
플레이를 못해. 그래서 옷은 빨리 고르셔야 된다.
그쵸. 나중에 이제 런칭했을 때
I hope that when it launches, you'll be able to personalize your
네.
character
자아를
천천히
꾸미고
고르고.
일단은 지스타에서는 빠르게
and quickly enjoy the game at G-Star.
고른 다음에
그쵸.
게임 안에서 좀 더 즐기셨으면 좋겠다.
네.
그게 중요할 것 같아요.
진짜
I think that's important. The game focuses on interactions and building relationships, which is so important to me. That's the most important thing.
또 관계 맺고 이런 게
To me.
중점이 되는 게임이고
그쵸.
커스터마이징 해야 되고
You need to customize and such, but you might not have experienced such content.
그런 것들을 또 못 경험해 보실 수 있으니까. 아 근데 진짜 맵이 너무
The map is so realistic and the weather, day and night cycles are well represented.
너무 진짜 그 날씨나 그리고 또 밤낮도 바뀌고 또 노래방 코인 노래방도 있던데.
There's even a coin karaoke.
보셨어요? 네.
Really? Where have you been?
어디 다녀보셨어요?
코인 노래방도 가보.
I've been to a coin karaoke, ate ramen at the PC cafe, and sang in the park.
PC방에서 저
맞아요.
라면도
네.
먹어보고
아,
네, 공원에서 노래도 해보고 네.
저는 고궁을 가봤어요.
I visited a palace. I went because I thought it would have the beauty of Korea.
좀 한국 미가 담겨 있을 것 같아서 가봤는데 진짜 약간
It really felt like I was going to Seoul's. Ooh, I don't know how to pronounce this one either. Gyeongbogung Palace. I probably pronounced that wrong.
서울에 이렇게 경복궁 같은 데 가는 느낌의 그런 것들이 잘 살려져 있더라고요.
감사합니다.
네.
굉장히 신기했었어요.
It was amazing.
지금은 이제
Currently, only the Dolan map, and I might pronounce that wrong too. I'm just seeing a lot of these words for my first time. So, Dolan. Okay, currently only the Dolan map is playable. Will there be more expansions in the future? Ooh, good question. Good question.
도원이라는 맵만 가능한데
네.
나중에 이제 더 확장이 되는 거죠.
예, 맞습니다.
네.
현재 세계
That's right. We're currently planning around 3 cities. Okay.
지역으로 이제 기획하고 있는데 이제 한국을 이제
There
모티브로
is a
한
Doan map inspired by Korea. There are plans for maps inspired by the US or Europe. I hope they're not going to, everybody always just does America. I hope that we'll get like an African country. We have many different continents. So it would be nice to see that in this game too.
미국이나 이제 유럽을 모티브로 한 맵이 나올 거고 그다음에 이제 아마
Next, we plan to develop a map set in Southeast Asia.
동남아 같은 데를 배경으로 한 맵도 아마 나올 거예요. 네, 그게 3개 정도.
CEA has already done everything they're planning to do for The Sims. So it's like, I'd like an African country to be on somebody's map. And I know a lot of people think that South Africa is the only place to think about, but there are many other cities that are developed. Nigeria, Uganda, Tanzania. Heck, everybody's flying to Ghana. I just recently went. It was awesome. But yeah, I really hope we get some more continents on these life simulation games instead of everybody copying the same stuff.
정도 현재는 계획하고 있습니다.
아마 지스타에
If you come to G-Star, you will only experience it on the Doan map.
오시는 분들은
And again, I might be pronouncing that wrong.
해보실
네,
텐데
맞습니다. 네.
혹시 이제 형주님
By any chance, while you were creating it,
아까 그 영상처럼 혹시 맵 안에서 좀 뭔가
is there any hidden fun element in the inZOI map?
재미있게 숨겨주신 요소들이나
Give us the tea.
사실 숨겨놓은 게 되게 많습니다.
There are a lot of hidden
보이시는
things.
컵에 있는 뭐
The text on the cup over there and the book titles as well. Oh, life is just a play. Okay. I can't really see the book title. I think it says escape, but I can't really read it.
도 그렇고
아,
원래는 책의 제목도 그렇고 저것도 알고 있어요. 저 시계
Did you know about that too? The clock actually tells the real time. There you go, Sims 2. That feature came out in Sims 2 years ago. I don't know if the clock tells the real time in Sims 3, but I know it does in Sims 2.
시계에 맞는 거 실제로 현실 시간하고 똑같이
The clock matches the real time actually.
사실이에요.
It's so funny that they think that's a new feature. CEA has dummied the world. They really took us back with Sims 4. They really dummied down the games. And now everybody's like, ooh, look at this new tech. That came out freaking decades ago with The Sims 2. All right. But it's nice to see it back. It's nice to see it back. They went backwards, yes. And since EA is leading the genre, everybody thinks that's the starting point. And it's like, no. Sims 4 is not your starting point. Sims 4 went backwards. They dummied it down. But yeah, the clock, that being in real time, that came out in Sims 2. And I want to say Sims 3, but I know it was in Sims 2.
똑같은 시간이 가고 있는 거예요. 어떤 의미냐면 이제 그게
What that means is that outside of this office, the user is the protagonist.
밖에 아까 말씀드렸지만 사용자가 아까 주인공.
그쵸?
그러니까 신처럼 하는
In
곳에서
places where you act like a god, it has the same time as reality.
시간을 갖고 있는 거고.
이제 게임으로 이제 들어가
When you enter the game, you have control over time as you wish.
게임 안에 수 있는
시간을
신이니까.
갖고 있는 거세요.
그러면 이거를 만드셨을
So it looks like it was 2:34 when you made this video. Ooh.
저게 이제 리얼
Yes, that's correct. In real time mode, it's the same as real time. Woo! I like it. I really like that. Okay, that's different. I gotta stop for a moment. That is not the same. Hold on. That is not the same as Sims 2. Okay, what I mean to say, in Sims 2, the clock matched the game time. So the clock in the game, if it had a hand or if it was digital, the clock read what the game time was. So if in your game it was 1 o'clock, p.m. in your game, then the clock hand on whatever clock you were looking at in the game, it would move with the time on your game. But what he's saying is that this game is based on real life time. So right now, my phone says it's 10:55, right? 10:55 a.m. That means if you turned on your game right now, it would be 10:55 a.m. in your game because it's 10:55 real time. And the clock is going to say 10:55. Real time clock. That's different than The Sims 2. That's different. Okay. We are advancing. Go inZOI. Or KRAFTON, should I say. Go KRAFTON. Okay, let me stop interrupting. So he says, yes, that's correct. In real-time mode. So I'm wondering if there's different modes. You can have real-time mode. All right, it's the same as real-time.
게임일 때는 항상 시간이 맞습니다. 현실하고 똑같은 시간이세요.
I like that.
이 장르를 원래 이제 그렇게
This genre tends to hide the developer's intentions a lot.
이제 뭔가 개발자의 의도를 많이 숨겨.
What does that mean?
그래서 이스터 에그라고 그러죠.
그쵸.
그런 것들이 굉장히 많이 숨어 있습니다, 실제로.
It's called Easter eggs. I was just talking about Easter eggs the other day. That The Sims 3 used to put Easter eggs in their game, where you would literally go into tab mode and zoom inside of a building, and you could see items that EA would hide in there to tell a story. They were hidden Easter eggs, and I always loved trying to go find them all. And then Sims 4, they stopped doing it. So this guy's saying that they did it in their game. There are a lot of those hidden. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Finding all the Easter eggs is like a game in itself. It's a game in itself.
사실 이제 이 게임을 만들
I actually thought about this when I was developing this
이런 생각을
game.
해봤어요. 이제 우리가 이제 인생을
Why are we making a game that simulates life?
많은 이제 유저들
Many players find themselves in challenging situations or create happy families with their ZOIs.
이제 조이들을 가지고 위기에 처하기도 하고 뭐 즐거운 가족을 만들기도 하고 하는데 사실 이제 생각해 보면
In fact, if you think about it, the game is designed not to progress exactly as we intend.
우리
Thank you, sir. I'm so excited. Okay. One thing about The Sims 4 that makes the game very boring to me is there are no curveballs. There's no unexpected things. Maybe a simple fire, but nothing really big, you know. And fire in the kitchen. But other than that, there's nothing that happens, not too much, out of the player's control. And that makes the game, to me, very boring. But The Sims 2 and even The Sims 3, things would happen that were unexpected, but at the same time explainable if you developed your characters and had great traits for them. So it felt like the game took a life of its own, you know? And I miss that in The Sims 4. Everything just seems too perfect. So I like that he's saying that, you know, some players want situations that challenge them. All right, let me go and stop interrupting this man.
위기에 처하기도 하고 뭐 즐거운 가족을 만들기도 하고 하는데 사실 이제 생각해 보면
All right, so it says, in fact, if you think about it, the game is designed not to progress exactly as we intend,
왜냐면 태어날 때부터 어떤
because certain traits are determined from birth. Okay,
그 사람이
yes.
만나서
Even if two people want to meet, marry, and get along well,
결혼하고 뭐 잘 지내고 싶어도 기질이 안 맞으면 막 아까
if their traits don't match, they end up fighting. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh my God. Okay.
막 싸우게 돼요.
네.
근데 이게 어찌 보면 약간 우리가
It's similar to how we live in real life. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you. Because EA made The Sims 4 something it was not. It is not, to me, a life simulation game. It never has been. It is a tool That's all The Sims 4 has felt like. It is a tool for people who want to make machinima movies. If you are someone who wants to micromanage every little thing and make a machinima, The Sims 4 is the game for you. But if you wanted a life simulation where you build characters, drop them into a simulation, and let real life occur, let simulation take place, you go play Sims 2 and 3. Do not play Sims 4, you will be bored. But he is bringing it back. I thought Life by You was going to bring it back, but this company might be bringing it back faster and better. We'll have to see. All right, so he's saying that it is going to be similar to how we live in real life. Yes.
그것도 비슷하잖아요.
그쵸.
때로 안 되잖아요. 그죠?
Things don't always go as planned.
그런
Yes.
부분이 이제
I hoped that such aspects would be incorporated into this game.
내가 뜻대로 안 되는 삶이
Should I reject a life that doesn't go as planned?
거부해야 되냐? 내가 뭐 예를 들면 인조이를
For example, I really want the inZOI to succeed.
이게 제 마음이에요.
That's how I feel. But what if it doesn't go well?
제 뜻대로 안 될 수도 있잖아요, 그죠? 뭐 이런 것들을 이제
You will find these things in this game. Oh,
거고 그게 정말 안 이루어졌을
and there are messages for when things don't go as planned.
때 이제 어떤 메시지
Yes.
이런 걸 좀 담아놨어요.
Living a hopeful life also requires courage, but living the life you're given takes even greater courage. Oh my God, this is my game. This is my game. A true, let me say this to you, EA, a true life simulator. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited. Okay, let's go. Yes. Bring the drama. Bring it.
이게 삶일 수도 있습니다.
In a way, this could be life.
배울 수 있는 그런
It's
게임.
also a game where you can learn about life.
가르치려고
Oh, it wasn't that I was trying to teach the
아까
users.
얘기했지만 제가 이제 좀 나이가 들다 보니까
As I've gotten older, I've just been thinking a lot about
뭐 그런 생각을 하게 되더라고요. 그러니까 뜻대로 안 되는
a life that doesn't go as
이제 나도
planned.
이제 뜻대로 안 됐을
A message you can think about when things don't go as planned in the
때
future.
같이 생각해 볼 수 있는 메시지 뭐 이런 것들을 숨겨놨습니다.
I hid these things. See, this is good. This is good. This is very good. Okay, I'm so sorry, but the hubby's calling me. One moment, guys. One moment. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so the difference between The Sims 4 and this game is The Sims 4 is designed for people who want to control life and control everything about it. And this game is a life simulator where you can live out a certain type of experience and see how people would react to that before having it happen in real life. That's how I see it. It's a true life simulation, which is what we used to have in The Sims 2 and in The Sims 3. And then EA went a different direction with the game, and I have not enjoyed it. Not enjoyed it. I do like that the graphics are new, better in The Sims 4. Not much. If you mod your game in The Sims 2, the graphics almost look the same to me with reshade. So anyway, let's get back to this. I'm super excited. All right, so it says, I heard you put a lot of thought into this game when you were developing it.
말하실 때 특히 중점적으로 생각했던 요소가 있다고 들었거든요.
제일 힘들었던 건 이제 뭐
The hardest part was that it was my first time This
제일
was
컸어요.
the biggest
그렇게
one.
어떻게 만들어야 되지?
How am I going to make this
사실
game?
시뮬레이션 게임
In fact, simulation games are not a well-developed genre in South Korea.
한국에서는 잘 만들지 않는 장르예요. 그러다 보니까 이제
So I didn't know what to do at first.
그래가지고 약간은
So I made a lot of silly
엉뚱한 결정을 되게
decisions.
많이 하고 또 얼만큼 개발했는지
I also didn't know how much time it would take to develop.
이것도 몰랐고 어떻게 구현해야 될지
I didn't know how to implement it, how to develop it,
뭐
how to
개발해야
plan
될지,
it.
기획해야 될지를 다 몰라서 일단 손에 잡히는 거
So
먼저
I thought,
막 이러면서
I'll just make
에이,
what
이거
I
안 되면
can.
어쩔 수 없지
We gave it a try, although there was no guarantee that it would
이러면서 막
work.
도전했던 것 같아요. 그냥 빌드가 딱 나왔을 때
When the build came out, I was surprised
사실 저도
too.
놀랐어요. 이게 그리고 사실 지금도
And even now, I often wonder if what I've made is
걱정되는 게
correct.
뭐냐면 이게 이렇게 만든 게 맞나? 뭐 이런 의심도 좀 많이 해요. 근데 다만 이제 우리 구성원분들이 게임을 되게 재밌게 하고 있어요. 아까 뭐 두 분처럼
However, our team members are really enjoying the game.
되게 좀
I felt relieved and reassured when I saw that.
좋았어요. 아침에.
아,
이렇게 만드는 게
I also thought this is the right way to make it. I hope to see a lot of diverse and well-rounded works rather than being focused on a specific genre.
사실 이 장르가
Actually, this genre isn't very common on the planet. So if I do something different, it won't be that weird. Yeah, because EA has monopolized the life simulation genre. No one else has tried to touch this. I don't know why, but I'm glad everybody's getting into it now because we got Paralives, we have Life by You. There's some other ones coming out too that I was looking at. But now we have inZOI. Let's go. I'm ready.
원래 그렇잖아. 이게 뭐 원래
Oh, that went too fast. Let me see.
원래 그렇잖아. 이게
That's
원래
just the
만들어진
way
게
it
아니고
is. There
저는
are already many things made. There is a predetermined path. But if I didn't go down that
이번에
path,
제가 그 길을 안 갔으면 아니 저 사람 왜 저렇게 했어?
people might have wondered, oh, it's going too fast for me. Sorry, guys. If I didn't go down that path, people might have wondered, why did that person make it like this?
이지만 아무도 안 했으면 뭐
Well, if nobody else has done it, can't I just make it the way I want? There you go. Make your game, sir.
되는 거 아닐까요?
형준님이
I watched the other YouTubers looking at the trailers, and I'm not any different. We all compare it to what we have, and right now all we have is The Sims. And so everything is going to be compared to The Sims. But one thing we have to stop doing is thinking that everything has to be a duplicate of The Sims. Who wants a duplicate of The Sims? Nobody. We want certain aspects, but The Sims, especially The Sims 4, please do not duplicate The Sims 4, because that is why I'm trying to leave The Sims 4. It's because it did not go the way Sims 2 and 3 did, and they did something different. And they did something different that I am not particularly enjoying. I don't want to micromanage and control, and things don't happen. You don't get drama unless you go create your own drama. And I don't want that. I want a true life simulation game that has an algorithm or AI in the background that bases everything that happens off of the character's traits. So the drama is going to be created naturally, organically. I don't want to have to go and cause drama. You understand? I'm even a little worried about the new expansion pack that's coming out, because we all got excited because we think that we're getting burglars back in the game. But what EA tries to do is give everybody what they want, and you can't satisfy everybody all the time. But EA tries their best, and in doing so, they satisfy no one. Because what is happening, I think, is that we're going to get the capability of having burglars, but you will have to be the burglar. That is not how a life simulation game used to work in The Sims. In The Sims, when you had burglars, you better go and invest in an alarm because now you might have a burglar. But now the way Sims 4 is doing it, I believe, is they're going to give you the capability of being a klepto, which is already in the game, might I add, as a trait. But I think they're going to give you the capability of burglarizing homes. What if I don't want to play as a burglar, but I would like burglars to be in my game because that's real life and sometimes people get robbed. You understand? But you won't get that in the game. And if you don't control it, you don't get that in the game. And that happens a lot in The Sims 4. But I'm going to go ahead and watch this game because this game seems right up my alley. So let me take it back because, you know, I got to talk through stuff. All right. So he says again, there are already many things made there is a predetermined path. But if I don't go down that path, people might have wondered, why did that person make it like this? What are you saying there, Heritage? I like this man's mindset, or just doing it his way. Yes. And not really going off of what has already been done. Exactly, Heritage. That's how I feel too. Because if they all just copy each other, I might as well stay with The Sims 4 and keep giving them all my money and for a game that I'm not satisfied with. And I don't want to do that anymore. So come on, guys, give us a real life simulation game where I don't have to control everything. And besides, I have always said to people, if something happens that you don't like in your game, just don't hit the save button. That's all. You don't hit the save button. You exit your game, you load it back up, and you do that day over. And you make different choices, and the outcome will be different. Period. It's just a game. All right, let's see. All right. If nobody else has done it, can't I just make it the way I want? That's right, sir.
형주님이 만들어가신 게 길이 되는.
What you make is the path. No, that's not it. What you're creating, Mr. Kim, becomes the genre.
형주님이 만드는 게 장르가 되는.
요거만 좀 잘라주세요.
Please just edit this part.
안 된다니까요.
It's not allowed. This could cause trouble.
얘 큰일 난다니까.
I love the way they do that.
게임에서
Is there a specific feature that you, as a, I'm guessing this PD means producer for the inZOI, is there a specific feature that you would like to emphasize?
특히 저희 또 PD님께서 강조하고 싶은 기능.
보통 이제 다들
Many people grow up with aspirations like, I want to be a comic artist, or I want to be a film director.
나는 만화가 될 거야. 뭐 나는 영화 감독이 될 거야. 나는 뭔가 글 쓰.
Or I want to write something.
제가 볼 때는 창작 욕구가 다 있어요.
So many people have this creative drive.
그래서 이 게임에서 가장 강조하고
The biggest part I want to emphasize about this game
제가 그때 회사에서 발표할 때
is that when I made my presentation at KRAFTON, I said, this game is a tool for creators. Did we just say that's what The Sims 4 feels like? It's just a tool. But let's hope this has more nuances that can organically take place.
창작자의 툴입니다. 이렇게 발표했어요. 그리고 이제 과거에는 이 장르들이
And in the past, when these genres are trying to make their creations better than everyone else,
갖다가 이제 남들보다 더 뛰어나 보이기 위해서 만들려다 보면 개발자 수준의 어떤 도구
you have to have developer level tools.
이제 뭐 블렌더라든가
That sounds like Life by You, like Blender, Photoshop, and so on.
이런 걸 많이 써야 되는데 저희는 그런 것들을 가능
We've tried to make all these tools available within the game. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Right there. That's Life by You. That is what Life by You is doing. And that is why Life by You is going to kick butt. Life by You is making it to where the player who bought the game, who purchased the game, you basically can make your own edits to the game. So all the trouble that I'm having with EA and their Sims 4 when they took away the color wheel, you know, you couldn't change your hair colors. You couldn't change. You're limited by EA. And what EA does is that forces you to buy DLC. I see you, EA. It forces you to go and buy new packs because you want that new hair. You want new clothes because you've gotten bored with the clothing. But what Life by You and what this game is doing is they are giving you, the purchaser, the client, the player, basically the new developer, they give you the tools to go in and do whatever you want. And this game is even different than Life by You right now because Life by You gives you a color wheel, but this game is letting you go online, use the AI, and bring in patterns to where you can apply these patterns to your clothing and your furniture and move them around any way you like. And Life by You is doing that as well. And EA gives you what? 3-4 different swatches for a picture. They give you a handful of different colors for a chair. A lot of the time, they don't even match their own swatches to match, to have the exact same swatches on one table to match a different table. It's a mess. The Sims 4, when it comes to that, is a mess. Let me see. What does Heritage have to say? My biggest issue is that you shouldn't have to mod up or overly custom content the game to make it playable. Exactly. You sure shouldn't. You sure shouldn't. And with this tool being already built into the game, you will not have to go and get custom content created by someone else. You are basically easily making it yourself. Watch what he does with the clothing. I hope they show a lot of it because I have seen other videos and they're showing how, I want to have a cat on my t-shirt. You can go online and download a cat pattern and have it all over your shirt, or just zoom in or zoom out to one picture of a cat on your shirt. You could do whatever you want with the patterns. I think that's what they're showing us here. So I'm going to back up a tiny bit. I don't want to miss anything. Look at that. So he did it really quickly, but he's saying that the tools are available already in the game. You don't have to go get a third-party item like, what do I use? Photoshop, The Sims, what's it called? Oh, I can't even think now. But I do have a third party. Basically, it's photo editing. It's photo editing. Another thing about this game that I have noticed is that you are going to be able to have reshade already built into your game, where a lot of us are installing reshade and G-shade, but this game is already going to have it in the game where you can choose, do I want it to be realistic? Do I want it to look more like Paralives? Maybe you like it looking more cartoony. This game is going to be great. This game is going to be great. So for a lot of people who are like, it's too realistic, it's too ultra realistic, you can change that. You can change that. It's already built into the game for you to do that. Okay, so it says, have you tried the AI texture feature while playing? If you use that function, you can create textures with AI. Guys, AI is taking over. Let me tell you. It's perfect for people like me who don't know how to use tools very well. That's me. Also, ZOIs are always simulated from the moment that they're born. Yes! They're simulated from the moment that they're born. Now, I want to say that Life by You said they were doing this as well. That Life by You is going to be an open world and everybody that's in that world is simulated. Unlike The Sims 4, I know we keep comparing it, but that's the only game we have. That's the only game that's out right now. In The Sims 4, life is not simulated in The Sims 4. Only the house that you're playing with. They tried to add it later, but it was too late. It was not baked in the foundation of the game. The Sims 4 Sims just walk around like little robots. They are not retaining memories. They're not responding based on their traits. They're just fake. And this company said no. And Life by You, the same thing. No, it is a life simulator. And they will have a simulated life from the first time they get into the game until they're out of the game.
할 때부터 조이들이 항상 시뮬레이션 돼서 태어나거든요. 외형이 같다 그래도
Even if the appearance is the same, everything else like personality, temperament, preferences, values, and more are randomly generated. You know what this means? This means your game will never be like someone else's. So basically, when we go in our game and we go and play, let's say we make our character and then we go and I'm going to go and talk to Don Lothario. Don Lothario will always be the same in my game, in your new game, in your next new game 5 years from now. Every time you go talk to Don, he is going to be the same. But this person, this game right here, they're saying every personality, temperament, preference, values, they're all randomly generated. So that when you go and meet a character on the street, they're not going to be the same as that person is in my game. In my game, he might be different, you know. I love this. It also gives you a reason to go out and venture and meet new characters because they're not going to be boring.
200여개가 이제 랜덤으로 들어오기 때문에
With over 200 variables being simulated simultaneously. This game is going to be a beast. That's what we were saying about Life by You as well. You're going to need a really good computer because of the AI that is going to be used. But this is what's missing from The Sims 4. The algorithms running in the background. And this used to be available in The Sims 2 and in The Sims 3, but EA took it out for Sims 4. And I don't know if that's because The Sims 4 was supposed to be an online multiplayer game, and then they changed their minds after what happened with City Skylines flopping, having that big, that if you don't know, go look it up. City Skylines and SimCity. SimCity tanked, bombed, and City Skylines, which is, by the way, produced by the same company that's making Life by You, they came and stole the genre. They took over city builder games because of that mistake EA made. But anyway, let's keep going. With over 200 variables being simulated simultaneously, randomly, it leads to constantly different outcomes. I'm so excited. Oh my God. You think I play The Sims all day? I'm going to need like an IV over here. All right. That's how the game is structured.
좀 이해가 됐어요?
네,
대단하신데요, 이게?
That's amazing.
쉽지 않은 얘긴데.
아니, 너무
It's not easy. I understand right away because you explained it so easily.
굉장히 어려웠는데 개발팀 얘기할 때는.
It was difficult, he said. Oh, I went too fast. It was difficult when I talked to the development team.
그 새로운 시도를 좀 하셨고.
I heard that you tried something new when you were developing inZOI. What game industry professionals often find challenging
도대체 이 게임이 성공할 거예요.
is, will this game succeed?
뭐 인조이 어떨 것 같습니까?
What do you think about inZOI?
할 것 같습니다.
I think it will succeed.
네, 성공할 것 같습니다.
진심인가요?
왜 이렇게 뜸을 들여요?
Why are you taking so long? You should say it right away.
바로 나와야죠.
방금 막 긴장했어요.
He said, I just got nervous. She took too long to answer.
세상 모든 게 다
Everything in the world is similar to me.
뭐 내가 만든 걸 세상 사람들이 좋아해.
But will the world like what I like? I think that's really hard.
어려운 것 같아요. 늘 게임 만들면 CBT
When making games, developers often conduct closed beta tests, CBT, to evaluate the game and make predictions about its
이런 거
success.
해보면서 이제 게임을 평가해가고 성공 예측을 하는데 이게 어느 순간부터
And at some point, I'm like, this isn't working out. Oh
의심이
no.
전을 들었습니다. 보시는 분들이 혹시 뭐라고
People are gonna be like, what?
저는 그랬어요.
But I was like,
혹시 뭐
why is that? The initial response was positive, but when it was officially launched, the game didn't perform well. Really? Twitch is very sketchy today. Keeps cutting in and out. Oh no. Oh no, I hope not. Let me hurry up and get finished with this then.
이때는 반응이 좋았는데
Before I lose connection.
게임 안 되고 막 또 숙소에서 또 이제 고방에 가서 막
I stayed up all night pondering what I have been doing this so much that I wondered if there was a new way to develop it. Oh no.
게임을 만들어서
Why don't we make game and let YouTubers and streamers who are experts in the gaming genre
장르의 정말 전문가인 유튜버, 스트리머분들
get to know the game first
해보시고 그분들이 이걸 갖다가 이제
and then watch their live streams while testing the game.
우리가 이제 게임에 대해서 이제
And then we can decide how we should proceed with the game in the future.
또는 어떤
And what possibilities it has.
그분들이 장르의 최고의
They are the best players in the genre. Yeah, we've been playing this game for years. And if you want to send it to me, just, KRAFTON, I'm here for it. How many hours do I have in The Sims 4? Over 200,000 hours. Over. Easy.
사용자들한테
Let's see, while introducing the genre, okay,
들어보신 분들이잖아요. 게임을 만들어서
and bring them to the unpredictable marketplace.
방법으로서 굉장히 좋다.
I think it's really meaningful and I've learned a lot.
엄청 많이 배웠어요. 반응도 좋고 해서요.
The response has been great. I'm delighted. Right? There's usually a term called prototype and prototype. When developers see if they can make this game, they make a prototype. Okay.
이런 용어로 할 때 이제 프로토타입 만들고 프리토타입은 이게 이제
Prototype is used to assess whether this has business potential. I thought we could do it because it's KRAFTON.
사업성이 있는가를 평가하는 거예요. 크래프톤이니까 할 수 있는 거 없다.
If you want to know if it has business potential, look at how much damn money EA has made off The Sims 4. It has business potential, my friend. As far as I know, but please do not do it the way EA does it. Please do not micromanage. Do a ton of microtransactions. Put out a good game with everything in it, in the foundation, in the base game, and then add on better things every year. That's how I feel. I've never seen a prototype for a game done in this way. So it was really challenging and I learned a lot. It was a fun event.
저희 좀 반응들 중에
A lot of the inZOI responses are K-Sims. What do you think about this? Actually, this applies to all products, but having previous user experiences makes the next experience easier, right?
앞서 이제 해본 경험이 있어야 사실 이제 그 다음에 경험이 쉽겠죠, 그죠? 그래서 뭐 K-Sim이란
I'm okay with people calling it K-Sims. However, we hope that because of that term,
심지어 너무 똑같기만 할까 하지 않아도
People won't think our game is exactly the same as The Sims.
모든 세상의 모든
In my opinion,
제 생각에
every work in the world has been created by someone. Yep. And it's from learning from those predecessors that the next generation can create something new.
새로운
Yep.
창작을 하는 게 맞죠, 그죠? 심지어하고
Yep.
이 작품이 완전히 달라.
While I can't say that this work is completely different from The Sims,
저희만의 장점이
it would
많으니까.
be great if you could see that we have many unique strengths of our own. Yep.
이렇게 또 얘기를 들어보니까
After listening to all of
지스타에서
this,
빨리
wouldn't you want to try inZOI at G-Star as soon as
이 게임을
possible?
체험하고 싶지
Yes, I would, but I'm sure there's no G-Star here. So,
않으세요?
물론이죠.
네.
네.
well, of course,
편한 분위기.
a comfortable atmosphere. You seem a bit flustered though.
너무 당황하신 거 없이
네.
편한 분위기예요.
부산 지스타에서
You can meet us at inZOI at G-Star KRAFTON booth in
저희
Busan.
인조이를 만나볼 수가 있습니다.
I hope that's how you say that. I heard that the merchandise is really pretty.
굿즈 진짜 이쁘네.
네.
The merchandise is really pretty. I even showed pictures to my family.
친구들한테 사진도 막 자랑했어요. 너무 이쁘지 않냐 이러면서.
I hope many people come to G-Star and get the chance to experience inZOI. Man, you need to put up something here. I want to go play this game. Finally, I'd like to ask you to say a few words to the fans visiting G-Star.
한마디 부탁드리겠습니다.
네. 그러니까 인조이를 이제 만든 지가 딱 1년 됐어요.
It's been exactly 1 year since we created inZOI. 1 year. That's it, guys. But I think it's because they did 3D images. They weren't building it from the ground up. Well, I guess you are building it from the ground up. They just built it differently. And I guess it could be done easier. We also don't know how many people are on the team, how much money had been flooded into this project. I know with Paralives, they started with a very small team, and you know their money is dependent on donations through Patreon and stuff like that. So this might be done quicker because of those things, you know.
굉장히 멋진
We will continue to work hard to make it an amazing game.
계속 이제 많은
Please continue to support us and share your opinions.
많이 이렇게 의견도 주시면
We would love to incorporate your feedback into the development process.
반영하고 있습니다. 지스타에서 잘 즐겨주십시오. 감사합니다.
Please enjoy the inZOI G-Star. Thank you. I think they are supposed to be putting up a is that it? Is that it? Is that it? I think that's it, guys. I think they are going to be doing a Discord for the game. But I don't know when that's going to happen. If it's going to be a public Discord, I don't know. But that's the new game. What do we all think? Are we excited? Are you going to be watching the development of this game? Are you planning to get this game? Let me know. For me, I'm right there. I'm going to be watching it all the way until release and after. I'm just looking for something other than The Sims, because The Sims 4 from day one, they went a different direction than what the life simulation game used to be. It used to be about The Sims. Yeah, I mean, it's in the title. And it's not about The Sims. The Sims 4, to me, it's never been about The Sims. It's been about building and about creating a sim. But after that, it was just a stage to make machinimas. And for a person who just wanted to build, you got the greatest game. For a person who just wanted to create characters, you've got the greatest game. For a person who wanted to make machinimas, you've got the greatest game. However, if you wanted a life simulation game to sit back after making those creations and watch the simulation part take place, The Sims 4 is going to disappoint you every time. And I hate saying that because I put a lot of money into this game. I bought every pack hoping that this next pack is going to make it better. Every pack, I wished it was going to make it better. It was going to give me what was missing. And while it did add more things to decorate with and more ways to dress my sim, it did not add the depth of gameplay, the simulation, the randomness. Not just random, but intelligent randomness. Does that make sense? I can't have my Sims that have a certain trait behave a certain way, and then I take the time to make a different Sim with different traits, and they all do the same things randomly. That is not simulation. And EA, I don't think they ever understood that. So you end up having characters that act a certain way and they all feel the same because their traits are not what determines their actions in the Sims. EA just in my opinion did not know how to make a life simulator. They made a great build game. That's what they did. And they made a great tool for machinima movies. But I am hopeful that all these other companies coming out right now, that they know what we want, what's missing, and where EA went wrong. And I want to say that they didn't go wrong for people who wanted to build. They did a great job. They didn't go wrong for people who wanted to run a machinima. They did a great job. But for a person who misses the life simulation part, where it's based, where your focus is on the actual character development, I'm hoping these other games can come up and give us that. And I'm ready. I'm ready. All right, guys. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed the interview, if you are excited about the game, if you're planning to get this game, or be watching this game like myself. And Heritage says, I'm all into this game. Yes, me too. All right, I'm going to go ahead and end this here. Definitely give a like if you liked it and you want more like this. I will continue. It is in a different language, so I have to use captions. If the video doesn't have closed captions, then we can still look at the videos as they come out. I'll do a couple more a little bit later, and we'll just turn the sound off of it and enjoy the imagery, because I won't be able to read it if they don't put it in captions. I can't translate it. So, but I hope everybody enjoyed it. I hope everybody has a good day, and I'll see you on the next video.